All right, ladies and gentlemen, the story behind this song, it is an ode to the expanding man, and the expanding man is the narrator of probably one of my favorite songs. I'm sure definitely one of my favorite songs in my teenage years, Deacon Blues by Steely Dan. There's a Wall Street Journal article where they talk about how the narrator is really not someone we should necessarily admire. The narrator is, he's a suburban guy who's living a very mediocre, stagnant life, and he fantasizes about being an artist, and he looks through his life through the glass, this dark, shadowy self, and his nostalgia points to someone who's really not connecting well with the present, who's not engaged with the present, and he drinks alcohol, Scotch whiskey, he gets drunk behind the wheel, he has superficial relationships, so there's a lot of disconnection and narcissism and the nursing of self-pity with him. But there are elements of the song, because it's very ironic and full of layers of meaning, there are elements of the song that point to triumph. One, like the band members, Steely Dan, this is someone who wants to live a life without any compromise, even as a misfit. And Steely Dan, what they say in the interview is they never wanted to compromise. They wanted, for example, this very specific song, Deacon Blues, they wanted it to be its own type of song without it conforming to any kind of mainstream standard. And so and it's a very sad song. This suburban man who's caged in his life, he really does find a way, whether he's delusional or not. He's actually inspired by Deacon Jones, a great defensive lineman for Deacon Blues. There's a lot of catharsis in the song. Franz Kafka said that great art is the axe that breaks the frozen ocean. And there is that emotional, that pouring out of grief that makes a song so beautiful. So, as a teenage kid, I could not relate to the alcohol. I've never been drawn to alcohol, but like the narrator, love to play sad music all night long. So this song here is an ode to the expanding man, and it's inspired. It's dedicated to Steely Dan's Deacon Blues. Let's see if we can do this.